This is the Vanishing Cell Phone. To make a cell phone vanish, all you need are a few tricks. Take the cell phone, place it inside the cereal box. Just snap your fingers and the cell phone will disappear. Of course, if you make somebody's cell phone disappear, they're not going to be very happy. So to make it reappear, all you do is reform the box, snap your fingers, and the cell phone reappears. Now that's a pretty good trick. This is the secret to the Trix cereal box. Now this looks like a pretty normal Trix box that kind of opens up in a little bit of a weird way, but it looks fairly normal. But this is the secret. In the back of the box, there is a secret compartment here. And in this secret compartment, that's where you put the phone. So when you take the phone and you place it inside here, it's going to go inside the secret compartment, and then you can show the box front and back, and it looks pretty normal. And then when you make it reappear, you reach inside there and you pull the phone back out. Now you don't have to use a phone. You can use any object that is large enough or small enough to fit inside the secret compartment. So you can use your imagination and you can make anything you want appear or disappear using this cereal box. Now I'm going to teach you how to make this box at home. So let's get started. All right, so we need a few different supplies to make our Trix cereal box. So in this case, I'm going to use Trix cereal, but you don't have to use a Trix box. You can use any cereal that you've got at home. Just two boxes that are exactly the same. So two Cheerios boxes or whatever you've got. You're also going to need some duct tape. You need a pencil, a ruler, some scissors, some Velcro strips or some Velcro dots. If you don't have any Velcro though, you can use a little bit of tape, and I'll show you that at the end, but Velcro works better. And you also need some rubber cement. If you don't have rubber cement, you can use a hot glue gun. It's a little bit messier, but it does work. A glue stick though does not work because of the glossy coating on cereal boxes. So rubber cement is probably your best bet. And those are all the things that we need to build the trick. So let's get started. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your cereal boxes and you're going to take a look on the inside of them, and you'll see on one side there's kind of a little flap where the boxes join, and that's where the box normally wraps all the way around to connect together. So you're just going to open it up at that side. You're going to be very careful to make sure that you don't tear the box at all. So you're going to just carefully take your box. And you can use your scissors too to help. You can kind of get in there. And just very carefully take your box apart, just like this. All right, now we're going to keep going, and we're going to take off the bottom. Like this. Open up our box. And that's our first box. And we'll do the same thing to the second box. So look on the inside, find the seam running down the box. Open up like this. And on the bottom, perfect. So you have two boxes that are unfolded, just like that. So that's your very first step. Okay, so once you have your box flattened, you're going to take one of the pieces, and what we're going to do is we're going to start constructing the back secret compartment of our box. So on your box, you're going to have a little tiny flap like this, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut out this same width out of this piece over here. So if I measure here, I can see that this piece is about 1/2 inch. So I'm going to cut out 1/2 inch on this side as well, going down. So I'm going to take my pencil, and I'm going to measure 1/2 inch, right there, right there, right there, right there, We're going to create our line. And our line will extend all the way into these flaps as well. And take your scissors. Cut down like so. And there we have one of our back flaps. Now this is going to be our outside flap. So we will need this piece on the side, this piece, and the bottom piece. But on our secret compartment, we won't have these top flaps. So we're going to cut those top flaps off right now. And that'll be our first piece. Oh, we also don't need that little piece either. So this will be the back of our box. All right, so you've already cut out the first back piece of your box, and we're going to cut out another piece of the back here too. So we're going to do the same thing that we did last time. You're going to measure the side that's over here, 1/2 inch over here. So however big your tab is, it'll depend on the cereal box that you have. So on my box, it's 1/2 inch. I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to measure 1/2 inch all the way down. Perfect. Oh, make sure we've got that right. Oh yeah, that was right. All right. And then you're going to draw a line down. This is going to be your cut line. Okay, so I've got a line going all the way down. So this distance is the same distance as right over here. And you do the same thing. Cut all the way down, just like so. Now again, we don't need the top flaps of this back compartment. So we're going to cut that part off. And then because this is going to be the inside piece, we don't need this bottom flap as well. But we will need the side flap, so leave those. We're going to just cut off this little tiny tab here. And then cut off this bottom flap right here. And now we have the inside back piece that we need. Okay, so now we have the two pieces that we built. We have this first outside panel, and this one has the bottom piece still attached. This is the first one that we made. This is the second piece that we made. This piece is going to go inside here, like this, and we're going to glue it together so that's going to create a secret compartment just like this. All right, so this area is going to be big enough for us to put a cell phone into, or you can make whatever will fit inside there disappear or reappear. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to tape these pieces together. So this is going to be our compartment like this. We're going to open this up like so. We're going to take our duct tape. Now, if you don't have duct tape and you're using Scotch tape or something thin like that, you're going to have to be careful when you perform this trick that you don't use something like a cell phone, because you don't want the thin Scotch tape there to break, because whatever object you're hiding will fall through and it could fall on the ground. So you want to make sure that you're using nice strong tape. So that's why I use duct tape, because that way there's no chance of this breaking, which is good. So we'll put in a couple pieces there like that. And then we're going to do a bigger piece right along here like this. Perfect. And that'll be our outside hinge. Okay? So now that that's done, that gives us a nice clean edge at the bottom here. And the next step will be to glue the edges of this compartment together like this. So that gives us our false wall. All right, so our next step to build it is to use our rubber cement. Like I said, you can also use, instead of rubber cement, you could also use a hot glue gun. Rubber cement is a little bit easier to use though. A glue stick does not work very well. So I recommend that you use rubber cement. What we're going to do is we're going to place the rubber cement going all the way down this tab. So this tab is going to get completely covered. Just like so. Don't get too much on here because it'll be, it'll kind of, push out. But make sure that you cover all of this. So we're going to cover this like this. All right, we'll do the same thing on this other side. Perfect. And then a little bit of glue along this edge as well. So at the bottom, it's going to be fully touching, and then at the top, it'll be kind of tapered up. So the shape of your glue will kind of be like a triangle. So it'll be just a little bit along this edge up at the top here. And then as you get down to the bottom, your line will become thicker and thicker because your box is going to be at an angle. So I'll show you what that looks like. That comes down like this. And then this bottom section will be fully glued. But then up here, just a little bit, just along the edge. Same thing on this side. Put a lot at the bottom here, kind of taper it up. Just like so. And you can try to do it a little bit neater than I'm doing right here, but you get the idea. So once that's done, you want to make sure that your rubber cement dries just a little bit. And then you're going to create your compartment. So you're going to leave your box open at the top just a bit. And then you're going to seal it up all the way down the sides, like so. Okay. So you take your tape, you take your glue, and you push really hard, and you make sure that it's connected all the way down. Now the next step is to trim off this extra little bit that you have on the side here now. So on this back panel on the inside, it's going to come out. This is the piece that you're going to trim off. You want to leave as much of this outside box as possible. All right, so that's going to disguise it to the audience. So you're going to take your scissors and you cut just that little tiny bit, that overlap that is left back there still. Take the scissors, cut all the way down, just like this, and then you do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to grab the front of your box you have left over from the beginning. You should have all of your tabs still left on the box, and you're going to glue the bottom of these two boxes back together. All right, and when you glue them back together, you'll see that that will give you the shape of your full box again. So all you do is you take some glue and you glue along here and you glue along here. You glue those pieces together, and that'll be how you reform your box shape. All right, so once you've glued your box, the bottom of your boxes back together, you can reform your box shape. Now on mine, there was a tab here and here that was getting in the way, so I just cut those off. For the final step, you're going to place Velcro here, 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 and here. And with those little pieces of Velcro, you can recreate your box shape just like this. Now, that's the final design for your tricks box. And once you have all of that done, you're ready to perform the trick. So let's get into the explanation on how to perform the Vanishing Cell Phone. This is how to perform the Vanishing Cell Phone. So you're going to hold the cereal box in your left hand at the bottom of the box with the secret compartment towards the back. You're going to take the cell phone that you borrow from the audience and you're going to place it inside the secret compartment. Okay, so don't place it inside here, not the main part, inside the secret compartment. Okay, drop that inside. Now you're going to open up the box. So you need to move your hands a little bit around the box. So what you're going to do is you're going to re-hold onto the box with your right hand. Your left hand that was holding onto the box, your first finger is going to go inside the secret compartment with your thumb inside the big compartment, your finger inside the secret compartment, and the rest of your fingers on the back of the box. So 3 here, 1 inside here, and thumb inside the box. Now with your right hand, you can undo the Velcro and you can open the box, so you fold it out to show that the phone has vanished. Now to show the back of the box, you're gonna turn your wrist over like this to show the back of the box. You're gonna rotate your wrist. Okay, you don't need to turn the box any other way because the phone might fall out. You're gonna turn it just like this, okay? Now you're gonna put the box back together. You grab the Velcro, put the Velcro back there, re-grip, Velcro goes back there, re-grip, show your hand. You can snap if you want to. Reach inside the secret compartment, pull the phone out, and hold it up high, and take your round of applause. And that's how to perform the vanishing and reappearing cell phone.